That's me. Exit 6. LeBron. That's me. Yeah, let's go. I'ma be the best me, it's all I gotta do. I'ma be the best me, I deserve the best things. I don't need no sympathy, people gon' remember me. When they bet against me, then people gon' lose. I'ma be the best me, but what I gotta prove. I'ma be the best me, you deserve the best things. Call before your jet years, all the ones in memory. Yo, we can feel your energy. Yo, I face myself in verses, they just okay with verses. I want the best me, so I figured I create the version. Football tires, y'all lighters and them lanes just swerving. My word play be perfect place, and I know it makes you nervous. Couldn't pay my mom's back, even with the latest purses. You prayed away them curses, all them days you stayed in churches. Your little boys, I know you hated how we played the cursing. That rap music drawn fluence and it plays its purpose. Enriched our lives, never basic when these rap feel surface. I know how to rank you for it, I love you and I thank you for it. Mommy, you give us your last, I'm putting you first. I'm sorry for the things we did that caused you to hurt. It go, I'ma be the best me, is all I gotta do. I'ma be the best me, I deserve the best things. I don't need no sympathy, people gon' remember me. When they bet against me, then people gon' lose. I'ma be the best me, but what I gotta prove. I'ma be the best me, you deserve the best things. Call before your jet leave. All the ones in memory, we can feel your energy. Send up, yo. A cross possession, but not picture perfect. I give advice over raw meals because I think you're worth it. I'm flawed like your name when I write it out in cursive. I know my angels lurking, even if I ain't attend your surface. Help me complete my purpose, keep me safe from them jealous ones that can't tell us none. Haters be like them broke hitters, that dirt weed who can't sell us none. Rap game, everybody wanna deal with the hell is this? So sell us something, the way they ride them wave or mess around and get a sale or something. Defeating all my weaknesses, I don't even know what week it is, but the best is yet to come. I know it's hard for you to see it big. The hurt and loss and trauma, it's still strengthening up my armor. It's still people wishing me bad. I know they still getting that karma. I'ma be the best me, is all I gotta do. I'm coming for everything. I put that on everything. You deserve the better things. I deserve the better things. When they go against other people gon' lose. I'ma be the best me, is all I gotta do. Yeah, I'ma be the best me. I deserve the best things. I don't need no sympathy. People gon' remember me. When they bet against me, then people gon' lose. I'ma be the best me, but what I gotta prove. I'ma be the best me. You deserve the best things. Call before your jet leaves. All the ones in memory. One more time, one more time. I'ma be the best me, is all I gotta do. I'ma be the best me. I deserve the best things. I don't need no sympathy. People gonna remember me. When they bet against me, them people gonna lose. I'ma be the best me, but what I gotta prove. I'ma be the best me. You deserve the best things. Call before your jet leaves. All the ones in memory. We can feel your energy. We send our love to you. I said we send our love to you. I said we send our love to you. We send our love to you. I said we send our love to you. We send our love to you. We send our love to you. We ain't gonna do no long music, intro. So that's it. We about to go straight into it. So listen, the reason I play that song is because sometimes I don't listen to it and I realize how powerful that it is. And it's like, I'm happy that I wrote that. You know what I'm saying? I can always come back to that. Whether I'm 40 years old, whether I'm 60 years old, 70 years old, I wrote that. It's powerful. It's a great message on it. And I do believe that I deserve the best things. You deserve the best things. Like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I have to just sometimes, in life, so many things happen back to back, but you got to go back and revisit like, oh, I wrote this shit. Like this shit, it means a lot to me. So check out LeBron Best Me on all streaming platforms. Search it on Spotify, search it on Apple Music. And believe it or not, that's my most streamed song. Even to like when I be checking my Apple Music and my Spotify, like that's number 3 on my Spotify most played, and on my Apple Music right now, it's the number 1 play song. So yeah, and obviously, people still check for it. So shout out to people who check my music out and all of that too. So listen, I hope all of y'all doing well. You know what I mean? Before we get into the topics, I wanted to make a separate video on this, but I don't really have to do that. So listen, sometimes it's like in life, it'd be so hard because it's like, you think about your parents, as we get older, our parents is getting older. So my mom, right? It's like a happiness and a sadness, right? So my mom, she recently moved and she moved to like this new, like, like
for like senior citizens, they have like these resort style retirement homes, right? Where a retirement home is different than like assisted living. A retirement home is when you move there and it's like, you amongst people your age, and it's like y'all thriving, and they have like different things like bars, casinos, different things. So my mom, she recently moved there, and it's like it made me sad for a little bit, because it's just like, what's the step after a retirement home? Your parents are getting older. So it's like that's been on my mind lately, and it's been like, damn, like my mom, like, she really moved there. But it's like, I'm happy that she's able to live in quality. Like I wanted her to move here, but she didn't want to move here. She wanted to stay in New York. And it's just like I just felt like for what she was paying for, like what she's paying for now, like her rent is almost $3,000 a month. And I was mad the other day, and I was talking about like one of my brothers who didn't grow up with me, but it's like we spoke, and everything is fine now, right? But it's like we understood, and we just came to the understanding. Like my mother has been working her whole life. Who cares if her rent is 3,000? Yo, my brother, like, we went over the finances. My mother could pay that rent and still have a surplus of money. She got a pension and she got a social security. My mother worked her whole life. My mother worked for GE. So she stacked up, like, that's one thing that, and it's like thinking about that, of course it's like, damn, my mother living, a retirement home doesn't mean it's the end, but it's just like, damn, like, damn, like I'm really getting older. Like my mom is getting older. But when I seen the community and I seen the pictures of where she lives, it's like, you deserve that. When I tell you it's quality on quality, her apartment, she was so excited yesterday when I spoke to her, she was like, oh my God, this is the safest I've ever felt in my life. Like the showers, it's like the way that she's living right now is just crazy. And I'm just like, yeah, for $3,000 a month, you better be living it up. So, I just been like going through that mentally, like, damn, my mother is living whatever, but it's like, I'm happy. You know what that makes me scared of? Am I going to be able to live like that when I get to that age? Am I going to be able to live in a place like that? She did whatever she did the right things in life. That's why she's reaping the benefits of it now. It's like, it's still kind of like, to me, it makes me sad because, we don't want to think of our parents getting older. We don't want our parents to get older. And it's like, but I'm just happy that she could live in a lap of luxury. Like she can be in a community with people who are thriving. And it's like, it make me think like I need to step my game up because I can't pay $3,000 for rent. I can't do it. Like I could do it, but I would be like, I wouldn't want to do that. Right now, I pay like almost now since my rent went up, it's like almost 1,300 for a 2 bedroom, and that's a deal. That's a deal. And I still want to move from where I'm at now. But I'm just happy that my mom, those jobs back then, you get a pension. The jobs we work now, we ain't getting no pension. We're not getting a pension. So you just got to work harder nowadays. You got to save money and you got to make sure that you prepared for the future. You just have to. Right. You said you better stay in Texas and buy something now. Right. So listen, let's go straight into it. So the first thing I wanted to bring up, let me just go over here real quick. I hope all of y'all are doing well. I was live earlier, but I just felt like my live got messed up. So I just was like, let me just take this down. So I don't know if I'm gonna clip that or whatever, but let me just bring this up real quick. So I wanted to share this with y'all. So this woman, right? And I felt like this is so trifling. Let me see how that looked. If I should bring it. Yeah, let me just do this. So this girl right here, right? So she is posing as a 23-year-old Alyssa Ann Zinger hit with SA charges for posing as a teenager and she was having intimacy with 12 and 15-year-old boys. Like, so imagine, but I'm telling you, look at her face. Hold on, that girl is crazy. See, the thing about me is that some of the things that y'all overlook, I don't. See, if I would have looked at that before, she looked crazy. To me, in that face, I see abuse as far as substance abuse, and I see psychological issues like in her face. Hold on a second. Give me a second. They be hating bad. Let me put that in right now. See, when you live, you gotta review your monetization. I don't play that. Don't play with me. So anyway, in her face, she just looks sick to me. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of them Caucasoids, they get away with stuff like that because what they do is like under it all, they look stressed and like, mashed out like that. And then they go and they put that makeup on and put that smell good shampoo in their hair, and they end up being the same pretty little princesses. And that's what they take them as. But this girl right here, come on, like she was posing on child sites and trying and like having intimacy with young boys. So let's see. Zinger was arrested last November for allegedly engaging in 30 intimate acts with middle school children. Hold on. The woman would pretend to be homeschooled. That is mental illness, yo. So the woman would pretend to be a homeschooled 14-year-old girl online to meet up with young boys. Zinger is being arrested for a second time as 4 new victims have come forward. Damn, the little boys is telling on her. That's what's up though, because you know they say boys normally don't broadcast when things happen to them. She had a relationship with one of the boys from May of 2023 to September of 2023, who believes she was 14 the whole time. Ain't no way that struggle face was 14. The Tampa, Florida woman allegedly told him that she had relationships with other young boys too in the past. Look how she acting in this TikTok. Ain't no way. She got a screw loose. So she was luring them in with videos like this? Come on. Mama, see, yo, listen. She got a screw loose. What is wrong with her? Like, I don't even understand. Let me tell you something. Like, I don't understand what people see in people who are younger than them. Like, I don't see what you see in it. And I don't know if it's because I was raised with both of my parents, even though my dad didn't live with us, but it's like my mom a certain age, my dad, like, boom. I never was attracted to somebody who was older than me. Like, I don't know. I feel like when people do stuff like that, or it's attracted to somebody younger than me, because it's all about the intel. It's like, it's all about like, the intel with the conversations. Like, what type of conversations would you be having with a person who's 14 years old and you're 22? That's a whole grown woman. Exactly, Erica. What is wrong with you? She got a smelly. Middle school, yeah. So she trying to get them young thrusts. She trying to get them young thrust in God we trust. She is a weirdo. She's a weirdo. I hope that they put, but you know what? She's a Caucasoid. So who sees? Well, let's see what happens to her at the end of the day. 23-year-old woman. Come on, man. Fancying up on 14-year-old phallus. Come on. And this ties into this. Let's move straight on. So Aoki Lee Simmons is dating a 65-year-old businessman after the two were caught on vacation in St. Bart's enjoying each other's company. Now, y'all already know how I feel about stories like this, but sometimes I ain't gonna tell you that I'm not going to tell you that I feel like this is a waste of time, because my opinion is my opinion, right? But after, like, when I made like my own noise on my channel talking about Young Miami and Diddy and him being 25 years old before she was born, and you know, Aoki, there was the Drea situation, a few other situations, you know, there are men, to be fair, there's men who date younger too. But in this situation, I don't understand like how Aoki wants to date a man who is 65 years old. Like, how old is her dad? Like, to me, this just screams for like attention. And you know, many times, let me just tell you something. Many times we view these celebrity kids and we figure that they're in such a better situation or a better, you know, they're thriving better than us, right? But nah, let me tell you something. A lot of these people and the celebrities, they prize prisoners. Prized. So hold on a second. This was a clip. This was a clip of Aoki, but I don't think I want to go there first. Give me a second. So yeah, so she out in St. Bart's. Let me share this with you too. So she was out in the let's see, Aoki Lee Simmons goes live with her boyfriend during the last day in St. Bart's. So you can clearly hear right here that she's speaking to him.
Day in St. Bart's. I'm so sad, but I'm very sad, very happy. And when I return home, everybody who knows me will be getting a happier, more chilled out version of me. My boyfriend is checking in. I don't know why we're checking in events like this. Probably because I always miss flights. I should just show.
This is an embarrassment to a father, but you know what? I'll speak about Russell Simmons when we get there.
Crepe?
Huh?
Crepe?
No.
No crepe?
Mm-hmm.
Crepe?
Yeah, we go.
Oh, I thought you were saying no.
No, I can't. I couldn't check in because I don't have my green card.
I'm making my final safeguards video.
Oh.
Would you like to share your favorite thing about the trip anonymously? You said me.
Be with you.
You want me to open the drink?
You don't know you should lie to me like that.
Baby, you are on. Shush.
Huh?
Shush.
She's saying to a 65-year-old baby, you're shush, shush. This is just weird to me. I'm sorry. Listen, a lot of y'all who jump in my comments and talk about Young Miami consenting to a man who's 25 years old when she was born. Would you let your daughter date a man and then you know what, who's 25 years older than you? I know that has nothing to do with this, but it's just like, it's just inappropriate. It's like, is this man in his right mental state? It's like she probably just blowing through his money. I mean,
I'm making this video. Baby, do you want to go to Kenya?
and this is blatant right on the camera. Baby, can I go to Kenya? She's trying to let you know like what type of situation is it, that she has no shame in it.
Yeah.
Someone has invited us to Kenya.
What?
Shut up. Never mind.
It is a word.
Shush. When are we?
That's psychological abuse to an older man. You telling him, shush, shut up. What is? And then look at the next conversation. When are we going to Japan? You can't tell me that she's recording this and putting this out and she know that this is going to start. This is going to pop the talk. And this is going to go right into what Kim Kardashian, whatever her mother name is. I forgot it. It's so many damn.
Japan, actually.
Kimura.
Japan is so much better.
Baby, shush.
Japan is magic.
I'm going to just shut up.
That's not even funny. Like, you don't even have no respect for adults. Like, that's just weird to me. That's weird.
I am, though, a big Bulgari person.
I can tell you that.
I am, though, a big Bulgari person.
I got the message.
Okay, I just want to make that very clear. Bulgari. Wee. Bye, Bulgari.
Bye, Burger.
Hopefully they have my necklace when I come back.
Hopefully.
And they don't sell it to somebody else.
I'm sure they have another 17 under the counter.
Oh my god, look at this giraffe. We're obsessed with this giraffe. This is our favorite giraffe. No, I want my crepe.
I know, but you can walk there and then eat there and still take half an hour.
No,
Okay.
it's okay.
Get into food giraffe.
Okay. You can only see its neck.
I know, but it's coming now. No.
Ooh, you know what I also like a lot?
You make me feel dehydrated.
Which one? The rest?
Cartoon.
Okay. Sorry.
Baby, when you were either asleep, Celine, me, as
It's just all of this name dropping of brands and stuff like that, and all of this and all of that. So let's go back over here. Give me 1 second. Then she made this video after.
Guys, can you please stop saying I'm anorexic on the internet? Because I've been getting fired from modeling jobs because people think that I'm a bad influence, and I'm just really not. I eat a lot of food. So can you stop saying that? Because I've been getting in trouble. Thank you. Cool. Please stop.
She just seems weird to me. I'm not even going to say what I really want to say because I'm going to keep it surface level.
Please stop. Did you guys hear me? Did you guys hear me? Like, when you comment that, I get fired. Because then brands think that people think that I have an issue and they don't want that on their brand. And so I genuinely have gotten fired because of these comments, guys. Like, could you just please not? Like, I would really appreciate it. It's like not funny. That's why I was crying in Milan. And then the more it happened, the more stressed I got, the more weight I lost. It was a mess and I couldn't get a job because of it. So it's not funny. Shamika, they did say that. I got big fired. I got big fired.
I'm over it. Let's move on. So a lot of people were saying that they felt as though that Aoki was doing this for attention from her father, because in the previous video, she mentioned that she was going to, if he messed with her allowance, that she was going to get a sugar daddy. So check this out.
I'm kidding. I'm sorry. I'm kidding.
Wait. Hold on.
If you don't raise my budget, I'm going to get a sugar daddy. I'm kidding. I'm sorry. I'm kidding.
What did you say?
Nothing. Okay.
You don't even have sugar daddy capabilities, right? Aren't you a B?
You had sugar daddy capabilities. That's why you ran out to Bali from Cali, because all of them, you know, people coming after you. What you mean? She don't got sugar daddy capabilities. The same way you took advantage of young girls is the same way somebody could take advantage of her. The only difference is in this situation, I will say the positive is right, is that you have agency over your own life and your own body, right? I would think that looking into the eyes of a Russell Simmons and realize your dad's age and everything, why would you want to be like affiliated and booed up with somebody that's like a grandpa age? Like, is the money really that good? I mean, I haven't looked into that guy who she's dating, but at the end of the day, you do have a choice. But it's just like some things I just feel like they're denigrating, they're degrading. Like, why would you want to do that? So anyway, let's finish this audio up and see what you know remains here.
Of course you are, right?
I'm just saying, if you don't give me money, I'm gonna go. I don't know. So
You're not gonna do any of that. You're just gonna raise your budget. Your budget's
I'm
fine.
gonna be an ambassador for the meat industry.
God is watching you. He hears you. That means your higher self hears you. You know what you said is bad. You're not gonna do that. You're just talking. Where's that boyfriend of yours? Is he still around?
Yeah, he's not. He's hiking right now. If you don't raise my budget, I'm gonna.
Well, that was that BS, right? So then after that happened, Kimora Lee Simmons, she posted something on her page. So look at this. So this is supposed to be some sort of resemblance of her snatching her child up and bringing the child back, but then the child just runs away and does what they want. Let me tell you this, and I'm gonna be blunt. Kimora Lee did this just to show off for the people for damage control. She probably promotes it. How old was Kimora Lee Simmons when she met Russell Simmons? Give me a second. Give me a second. She want to post this. That's throwing your daughter under the bus. That's not love. Let me tell you one thing that I will tell you, and I promise. Sometimes to your detriment. My mother would never embarrass me in front of company. She would never talk down on me. Now, she might talk some ish in the house, but she would never talk down on me, try to embarrass me. My mother, honestly, you might think this is bad, but she's one of the ones who might come off as like, you know, just to be blunt, like you might think that she's an enabler, because you have to realize, like, you know, people love their kids. And if, you know, I don't know. Certain parents, like, you know, for example, I have a family member, their mother is never on their side. Like anytime something happened in school or whatever, the mother is always on, you know, the school side. They don't ever want to hear what the child has to say. My mother always heard me clearly. So if I told her something, if I say I didn't do it, then she's going to feel like I didn't do it. Or if I did do something, she would always tell me it's not the end of the world. Like she never wanted me to be in that stressed place. And I feel like that's so huge. Like she never wanted me to be in that place. But to me, Kimora Lee Simmons, you try to throw your daughter on the bus for the face to save face with the people in the industry. Like, oh, you know, they seen these videos with what's going on with Aoki. And it's just like, wow, her mother. So she had to do that for damage control. Trust me. So let me look up Kimora Lee Simmons' age. She's 48. That's it. She looked way older than that. Russell Simmons' age. 66? He's almost 20 years older than her. Russell Simmons is 66? That's disgusting. You're with you're dating a man who's a year younger than your dad? That is weird. Hold on. I just want you to see it. 48 years old. She's 48. Wow. That's kooky. Hold on. Let me see what y'all see on the screen because I know how to use. Yo, he is 40. Her mom is 48. I'm sorry. If she's 48, shit, I can't wait till I turn 48. Like, I don't know. I thought she was older than that for some reason. She don't look bad though, you know? But I felt like this was her trying to throw her daughter under the bus. On my last nerve right now, you probably promoted it. Let's keep it a stack. You probably go get that money. Daddy cut you off. This will signal to him that you got to do what you got to do for the money. This is my opinion. This is my channel. And this is why I'm saying what I'm saying. Go get that money, girl. Daddy cut you off. You probably were, you know, in the know and in the loop of this. So stop it. 21-year-old Aoki Lee Simmons dating a 65-year-old businessman after the two were caught on vacation in St. Bart's. I got to do more research into who he is, and but come on, why would you look at this? Just to be honest, right? Why would somebody so young and vibrant want somebody like that on them? Why would you want that for yourself? I don't get it. But at the end of the day, I guess, if she was on the only thing that I could take away from this, right? She was on vacation with him, even though I didn't like her tone around, sounding like she was bossing him around. Who knows what type of cognitive failure that he could be going through, or cognitive decline, and she could be taking advantage of him and doing whatever. But at the end of the day, she's 21. She didn't seem like she was there by force. I mean, hopefully he don't got her peddling Tucci like Diddy and Young Miami. But I think that I just feel like this is off-putting. You got a father who's a year older than him. It's weird. And then Russell Simmons, he made a post about this as well. I can't wait. This is the last side. I can't wait to be over with this. So Russell Simmons, he shares a throwback post for his daughter Aoki. So he said, throwback post from Father's Day in New York City. Bold Burkham Yoga Express class, vegan lunch, cryotherapy, vitamin drip, all around amazing blessings. Love you always. I'm always waiting for any call, anytime. Is she his oldest child? A parent waiting for a child to reach out is always insane to me. Yep. Yeah. These new parents, y'all don't get their number. Y'all don't got their number? It's okay, Russ. She has a new daddy. That's sick. They said, it's okay, Russ. She got a new daddy. He gives the phone, works both ways type of father. Yeah. Some fathers is petty like that. They are. I felt like my father was like that, but I thank God that he was there at the age that I needed him growing up and getting to know who he was. And once I got older, I realized I didn't really like I love the fact that I knew who my father was. I know who I look like. I know who I act like sometimes, but I didn't like the person. So I think that I'm blessed to experience and have that knowing of who I am and who I came from. But I know a lot of us don't. A lot of us try to get online and try to act like everything is peachy keen. Like, a lot of people have sibling rivalry, or they have like issues with their family and stuff like that. I know that I do, and I know that I've had it. It's a little more silent, like, everything is okay with my siblings, but a lot of us have different family issues. But imagine a dad talking about, I'm here anytime you want to call. He threw the ball in her court. So this is why she's probably doing anything for attention. She knew that her dad was going to see all of this. She knew exactly she knew exactly what this was going to turn into. So what y'all think about that? Do you feel like Aoki is wrong? Do you feel like she does have agency over her own body? It does appear that she was in the video recording. She was there on vacation talking about baby crepes and this and that, going past talking about Celine, and then going past what's the Cartier store and stuff like that. It didn't seem like she was there with a gun to her head. So I don't have an issue with that, but I just feel like, dang, like I never yo, you want to know so crazy? I'm 41 years old. I don't even think I would date a person who was 50. I couldn't. I just wouldn't. The youngest that I would go and date in is like 35, and then the oldest maybe 45. What will we have in common? What will our conversations be like? You got to take stuff like this. And I know you might think that this is crazy, but just think about it. If you date a person 5 years older than you, they weren't even in high school when you were in high school. If you date a person 5 years younger than you, it's like, I don't know. Like, to be honest with you, I like to date my age. Like, I really like to date my age. I don't like people who's really younger than me or people who's really older than me, because then you feel like you don't have nothing in common. Like, we're supposed to have stuff in common, like whether it's like shared memories of like, eras of music or movies or TV shows or whatever. TV shows, people watch TV, so that's a little different. But I just feel like it's a different connection when you date somebody who's your age. What could a 65-year-old, and even with Young Miami and Diddy, like, I know that they came out and they were saying that their relationship wasn't all based on, I don't think they even have a relationship. I just feel like she was around and she was getting whatever she was getting. I don't know. I don't know. So anyway, I want your opinion on that. So let's move right on. So y'all know that I was talking about this lady the other day, Tiffany Henyard. So this is the Dalton mayor, and she's going viral right now. Everybody's talking about her, because she's been messing up the village's money. There's like a $7 million deficit going on in the village of Dalton. She's the mayor, and then she's also the supervisor over Thornton Township as well. Yo, when I tell you, search Tiffany Henyard on YouTube, you will see so many videos, like so many videos on her. And I kind of like felt bad because it's like I like to lift up Black women, especially when you come from a single Black mother, and it's like you see them working hard. But you listen, I'm noticing that with every person in power, there's either a lot of corruption or there's a little corruption, and with her, it's not making sense. You know, she got caught in a lie. She was on Roland Martin's show, and they asked her if she had a foundation. She lied about it, said she didn't, and then she was in another audio after it saying that yes, she had a foundation. Like, you know, I don't have no issues with her having security. She's paying like security to be with her around the clock. I wish I could play the Roland Martin interview, but I don't want to go into that too deep. But I just wanted to bring up the latest and what's going on with her. So just check this out.
Today, some breaking news. Sources say 4 Dalton trustees are hiring former Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot to investigate Mayor Tiffany Henyard. Lightfoot will reportedly be looking at the allegations of financial issues. She will also be looking into accusations against a Dalton trustee accused of sexually assaulting another employee that allegedly occurred during a village-sponsored trip to Las Vegas last year. Lightfoot's contract will come up at a special village board meeting next Monday night, and Fox 32 News has learned the trustees chose Lightfoot for this investigation because she's a former federal prosecutor and has experience as a mayor. Mayor Henyard is accused of mismanaging funds and is now facing multiple lawsuits.
Hold on.
Snap your W-2 and file your taxes 100% free.
Come on.
Roughly 37% of taxpayers qualify.
Hold on.
1040 and limited credits only. Get the Intuit TurboTax app now.
Can't even get away from it. Like, every time I click the button, it's like
Snap your W-2 and file your taxes 100% free. Roughly 37% of...
Oh, listen. Yeah, I feel bad for her. She's a Black woman and, you know, in power. But I can't lie. She does come off a little nasty. So let me share this clip with you. It's a little small, but I wanted to play it. Give me a second.
I am the leader. They want to hear from the mayor. If y'all ain't learned that yet. The mayor, not the trustees that don't do nothing. That only run their mouth. Y'all don't do no work. No work.
What is that?
No comment. Y'all should be ashamed of y'allself. Y'all Black. Y'all are Black. And y'all sitting up here beating and attacking on a Black woman that's in power. Y'all should be ashamed of y'allself.
Y'all should be ashamed of yourself. Y'all Black. Y'all Black. Yo, when I tell you, when I like started to research her and looking into her videos and stuff, I say, yo, this lady is off the hook. Like, she's off the hook. And so now they trying to do like some sort of investigation on her. She spent like $24,000 on restaurants last year. Like, so she was just like, you know, from her point of view, she was saying like, you know, other mayors have spent money on food. Like, why is it all of a sudden? Now I was hearing her, but the thing about it is you could tell some truths, but then when you get caught in a lie, I don't believe anything. So she was just like, why do they have an issue with me having security? It's in the budget. It's budgeted for me to have security. If that's the truth, then have your security. I know in New York City, the mayors have security. I know upstate New York, the mayors have security. So if she's supposed to have security, boom. They had an issue with her staying in premium hotels. She said there's nothing in her paperwork that states that, you know, that there's nothing that says that she can't do that. It's nothing in the paperwork that says she can't fly first class. So she said she would implement those things. But then also the buying the hair. And then most of all, the biggest lie to me is just like, is saying that you didn't have a foundation and you really do. And you lied in Roland Martin's face. He asked you several times. You went on Angela Yee's podcast. She asked you several times and you lied about it. And then you came out after and then admitted to it. So to me, if you tell one lie, it ruins everything. It ruins everything. I don't know. I feel like just it ruins everything to me. So listen, yeah. Anyway, let's move right on. So I want to get into, give me a second. I want to get into the situation with Glorilla and JT. So 1 second. Let's bring this up. So y'all know Glorilla, she dropped her mixtape the other day. She got some stuff off her chest. That's when she was talking about she wanted Nicki to collaborate with Cardi. And then she wanted Nicki to collaborate with Cardi, and then she wanted She said she didn't really have no beef with JT like that. Let me say this, because this is the perfect opportunity, because when I did my response to Glorilla talking about Cardi and Nicki would break records, this person left a comment under my video today, and it was just like, you know, and watch how I know. It's so easy for me to get to the source of the reason why. So this person was just like, oh, you're the problem because of XYZ, like pretty much mad that I said that Nicki don't need to collaborate with Cardi. You know what it is? You're the problem, because what it is that you don't see, we have different types of understandings of things. You accept Cardi B and you love and you might praise her or whatever, and you don't really care about the ethics of hip hop. Cardi B is a fraud to me. Yes, I do talk about her because she's a popular person in the music industry, so it makes sense. You know what I mean? She's a female rapper. She's in this realm. It's just like if I was a male rapper and I was popular and I was putting my stuff out, shit, people still have comments and opinions on my stuff that I do now. Some people, when I did that Everybody remix, people might not like it. A lot of people did like it, and some people said they didn't like it. What was I supposed to be blaze the wrist and going live and getting mad and cursing people out? No, it comes with it. But what I'm saying is that people, they don't realize like that. I know exactly what your issue is that you're mad that this is not a Cardi B support page. It's not, and it will never be. Listen, let me tell you something. I know that there's a lot of content creators and they call themselves trying to be fair, even if they don't like Cardi or whatever. They just try to be fair. Well, guess what? I don't play like that, because to me, a person who serves everybody serves no one at all. I'm not one of those people when you ask me something, I'm just like, yeah, but no, I either like it or I don't. Like, and I have the option to call out the hypocrisies and call out whatever BS that I feel like is associated with her character. So yeah, this person left a comment talking about, oh, you know, you're a part of the problem and why? But if I was singing Cardi's praises, you would be under my videos and you still be under the videos. I'm never going to give you what you want. Create your own channel, make the content that you want. If you want to see somebody lifting up Cardi, make your channel and you lift her up. Like, this is not the avenue for that. People be swearing that they like, nah, like, this ain't that. This ain't that. And I don't do content to pander to people and just be like, oh, if I started to praise Cardi B, I could get her fans to watch my videos. They're going to watch anyway. They're going to watch anyway. I'm not doing it. But on an ethics level, when it comes to music and what's in the blogs and what's to talk about, I have a right to talk about anything that I want to. If I was out there on a mainstream level and I dropped Best Me or I dropped Voicemail or I dropped Here We Go and you wanted to make videos and say you didn't like it, that would be on you. It comes with the territory. We don't, just like people don't support Nicki when she's light years ahead of many of the female rappers. They don't support her. You don't see me getting mad. No, I go and I listen to content that does support her. I don't listen to the content that doesn't and leave comments under there saying, oh, you did. I don't have time for that. I don't have the capacity or the bandwidth. But let's focus on Glorilla. So Glorilla said, you know, me and JT ain't the best of friends, but we ain't beefing. Now, when I first heard her say that, I felt as though, okay, maybe she's waving a flag or whatever the case may be. I thought everything was honestly good on Friday night. But people started to push and people started to talk to JT, saying to JT. So who started the rumor and why Glow ain't just clear it up to begin with? I don't know if this is the actually first one, but JT responded to this person. She said, I guess she was waiting on her tape to drop, on her tape to address and who gonna clear up going viral for slapping someone when the whole hood believed it. It was on brand. Right? So JT responded to her there. Try to tell me I'm a part of the problem because I don't praise Cardi B. Do you know the era of hip hop I came in? Golden era. Golden era. I promise you, if she came in through that era, she wouldn't be here right now. Different times. We're not from the same time, and I'm not going to praise what you like, ever. This ain't one of those channels. Let's move on, off topic. So somebody said, uh-oh, she's been subbing Glorilla all this time. And she said, no, the F I wasn't. I don't know these girls like that to have problems with them, and I always wish them the best first. Do anybody know why Glow slapped her at the awards show? So I can imagine that something like this is going to bother JT. If somebody is going around saying that they put hands on you, like, I'm going to just keep it real with you. Even all of this with the Glorilla and the JT, you got to realize that the 90s, early 2000 era was just a little too real. Like, it just was. It wouldn't, this whole online and back and forth squabble, that wouldn't have happened. It would have just went down. But anyway, JT is clearing it up saying she never slapped me ever. Like, y'all find somebody else to play with. I don't know. I expected more gangster talk. Like what I really wanted JT to say is she ain't like that beat ain't slapped me. I wish she would ever play with me like that. But if you want to be honest, I don't know how you read messages. Did you like listen? I like JT more than I like Glorilla as far as like just far as like, because I don't love JT's music like that. I'm gonna be frank, and you know it, because if you watch this channel, you know that I don't love her music like that. But I think she's a pretty chocolate girl. You know, I like her come up as far as like, you know, getting into fashion and trying to like build her fan base organically, even if I'm not one of the fans, right? So I don't know. I felt a lot of her responses was PUSS. Let me know if you felt like that in the comments or in the chat. Did you? I didn't feel like JT was going hard enough. Like, I don't know. And when somebody is not going hard enough, it makes me feel like, did something happen? So anyway, so JT addresses rumor altercation with Glorilla. Glorilla played into the rumor instead of clearing it up. She said that it didn't happen, and as you know, she basically did this for the press of her tape. So I don't know what Glorilla originally posted, but she said, never mind, no free promo. What did Glorilla post before she deleted it? Because she had a post before that and then she deleted it. This post where she told her to shut up, she said, shut up, shut your dumb ass up and fix them ugly wigs. I said it ain't no beef, ho. You the one with the secret animosity. And so JT said, ugly should never leave your mouth ever, Joe. You look like you was born feet first. PUSS, ass HOE. Don't mention me. Secret animosity. Why? Let me tell you what the secret animosity is. Glorilla is connected to Cardi. I think JT liked Cardi at one point, and I don't think she's cool with her now. These damn headphones is making my head hurt. Hold on. I think JT was cool with Cardi. That shit was like squeezing my shit. JT was cool with Cardi, and you know, she's her fake cousin. So it's like, I don't know. I feel like for some reason, blindly, I'm not saying it's out there, but I do feel like Cardi B is in the mix. I feel like it has something to do with it. I don't know. And I feel like there's animosity towards JT with, like, I feel like people have these blind animosities towards JT, Akbar, Bia, because of Nicki. I really do feel that way, but that's just something that I just made a mental note of, right? So that was that. And so JT said, you know, secret animosity, whatever. So let me just see what else. Give me a second. Yo, that was crazy when she said that to her. Fix them ugly wigs. Hold on. You know, it was so much going on that it's like, I feel like it's going to be all over the place. Give me a second. So she told her to shut up. Who do you think in the chat? Who do you think ate the other person up? So JT said, "Oh my God, you a liar, B. You didn't hit me with see, this is what I'm saying. The post is out of order because Glorilla stated that she did something with a pocketbook. She said, would you rather me say that, you know, I ain't smack you or hit you with a pocketbook? So anyway, she said, oh my God, you a liar. You didn't hit me. You ain't hit me with nothing. You fanned out BITCH. You approached me sounding like an old beat up Chevy Box. What up, gang? I believe her too. I believe her. So Glorilla said inmate 0983 was taking off her shoes like she was going to get me. Didn't know if her ass was going to get active or sturdy. Lying about getting touched is crazy. Let me tell you something. I don't know, y'all. I feel like I felt like JT was eating up Glorilla, but she wasn't really saying like, let me just tell you the day and the time that I come from, right? Now, and I feel like with the Lil' Kim and Foxy Brown, right? They was more so quiet female rappers. They going like, I felt like the difference was with Remy when she came out, she was just like, you know, she had this little skit on her album too. She was like, these female rappers, they talk ish about each other and then they see each other and just casually walk by. She was like, I'm running you down. Like that was kind of like the difference. Like for me, what I would like to see in JT talk was like, you wish you would have did that. Like, you know what would have happened to you. Don't play with me, XYZ, whatever. And she just didn't give that. It just seemed like Glorilla had, either she had something, I don't know. maybe JT was playing the pretty girl blues, but I just felt like I wanted her to just get in there a little bit more, but she didn't. It is what it is. Yeah, so let's just go on. And then she said, listen to this, what JT said. After this girl is trying to violate you and make it seem like she did something to you online, this is what I'm trying to tell you. Let me make sure that you could see me. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Read the message within the message. You're still trying to vie for this girl's good side. I thought Glow was a real one. If you ever play with me online, talk about you did something to me, you think I'm gonna be talking to you like that? Are you crazy? Hold on. So JT said, I honestly thought that Glow was a real BITC, man. But she not. She calls all that shit with the ethnic remix. Came in the game messy and phony, just ready to switch on your homies and had to jump off the roof. And then Glorilla said, yeah, you slower than me. I'm done arguing. Get up with me in real life. I don't do the internet. You gonna win every time. I heard you going broke anyway. I thought that was crazy. Why would she say that though? She heard she going broke. And let me tell you something. You know that Cardi B was behind the scenes, keep laughing because JT got at her on the doing all that wifey-ish, knowing he don't mess with you. Remember, Cardi was in that car and she was in the back of the car talking about, I got your tea and I could expose your tea and all of this. Remember, that was after she came. Then after Cardi did that, she came out with the remix to the Fendi the Rapper song. Yeah. So I feel like Cardi is in the background and she's laughing at all of this, and they're all gonna laugh at you. So she said, I heard you going broke. That never made me wait. So then, see, it's like, why they not keeping up with it? The Shade Room, you know, they don't do every little bit of piece of it. So then Glorilla said, don't make me pop up at, hold on a second. I want to make sure that I'm on the screen for this. Oh, I am on the screen. Okay. So Glorilla said to her, don't make me pop up at one of them backyard barbecue shows you doing. Yo, she trying to degrade her. She trying to like, ooh, that is crazy. She said, you feeling a way about, oh, this is where it came from. She said, don't make me pop up at one of them backyard barbecue shows you doing. You feeling a way about slapping rap itches and making bail? Oh. Guess that last run-in had you thinking you the only BITC who got touched. And she said, that never made me feel a way D-face, phallus face. I never reacted, never gave a F. Just stop the fake unity-ish. I'm sorry. The responses is weak. If a person ain't touch you, you should have been like, BITC, don't play with me like that. I promise you, when I see you, it's going to be XYZ. I'm not trying to like promote people getting into it or not, but how is a person going to play with you like that and talk to you? I feel like JT is coming off sweet. She don't really, and you know what? It's okay. You know, I had to tell one of my nieces that because she got into some things at school. It's like, everybody's not a fighter. You know, we see this culture of people fighting and we think that everybody got to get out there. Some people are really just, you know, pretty girls and they just don't really want to get their hands dirty like that. You know, I had a friend who was like that. And yo, when I tell you, I had two friends, one of my friends got in this huge fight in school and I never forget what she said. She said, do you know, let me just say a random name. Do you know that Jessica, when we got into the fight, that BITC just held the coats like she was a coat hanger? This was like in 1999. She was like, B, you don't hold the coats, you bang. And I never forget their relationship was rocky for like a year. And then she had to have like a big discussion with her, like, yo, why when I got into that fight, you didn't do XYZ? And she told her, I'm not a fighter like that. She's like, I don't get into it. And I feel like that's real. But with this JT, I don't think she realizes that she's coming off really soft. She's coming off really sweet. And maybe this is just the way that she wants to give it up, you know? But to me, it just, I don't know. It seems PUSS. And she said, yo, Gotti started at the backyard barbecues. Now he owned you. Ooh, she ate her up with that one, though. She really did. So this is not a drag. Real hustlers relate, but pull up. So she's telling her to pull up. Okay. JT like, come on. She beseeching her to pull up to, you know, to her shows. And JT shows be looking good. You know, I don't know why she called her the backyard barbecue. Glorilla, everybody has to start somewhere. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody has to start somewhere. You better be careful how you speak on people, Glorilla, because listen, you know what? You know what I didn't like, and I never expressed this when it came to Glorilla, when she was, you know, once she got one with Yeah Glow, she was like, yeah, you just got to keep striving, keep hustling. I ain't going to give up and whatever. Right? Hold on. Let me check something real quick. I want to see where her song is with, let me see where her song is with Megan Thee Stallion right now. Because, you know, they had something that just came out. You know, I will say this, right? When I heard Megan Thee Stallion on her new song, I felt like Megan can rap. Okay, we know she can rap. But I don't feel like it's ever anything new from it. There's never anything new. And they're selling a single for 69 songs. For 69 songs. And it only lasted at #1 for 1 day. 69 songs. So JT said, I honestly thought you was a real BITC, but see, they mixing this up. This is old. Nah, I ain't gonna lie to you. I felt like Glorilla did get her here. But do we have any history of Glorilla getting dirty with her hands? Do we have any history with Glorilla getting nasty with her hands? I feel like we don't have any. Is there any known facts? Did she get arrested for any of that? Yo, this is almost, I bet you, well, I'm not going to clear the bottle. I'm going to have a sparkling water, but yeah, I drank a whole bottle earlier. So yeah, anyway, so JT, she put pending. Hold on. Why it don't sink in? So they ain't even post the whole thing. So she said pending. You know, they probably got a certain width that they have to adhere to. So they didn't post the bottom box, which was empty, and it had like an X on it or something. So JT and Glorilla had quite a heated exchange on Twitter. The exchange started off after JT shut down the rumor that Glorilla physically assaulted her at the awards show last year. JT claims that Glorilla went radio silent about the rumor and instead played into it by releasing the song she learned from Cardi B. That's her fake cousin. She learned it from Cardi B. Where she raps about female unity. Glorilla then responded to JT claiming that she had that she said that there isn't any beef between the two of them. She went on to accuse JT of having secret animosity towards her. That's how you flip the narrative and you make people look at a person a certain way. So yeah, JT did have all of these for stealing, right? And I thought that this was funny that Glorilla said that. She said, "Girl, them mug shots is from you stealing, not fighting, BITC. Shut the F up." I thought that was funny because it is true. JT I don't know, like, you ever look at a person, like, I could look at a person, and I'm not saying that just because you're a pretty girl that you don't get nasty with the hands or whatever, but I could kind of tell by how JT walks and whatever. She don't have that type of like fight energy to me. She just don't. Glorilla, I will believe it. You know, yeah, she used to work at Checkers, so she a little, I ain't saying just because she worked at Checkers, but Glorilla gives me more of a hood feel. JT is more of a pretty girl, and that's okay. I don't want you to feel like, oh, you just trying to talk down on JT. Like, no, she might not be a fighter. Because I'm telling you, if she was a fighter, she told her to pop up or whatever, but the energy just seemed a little lukewarm to me because, nah, you're not going to be talking crazy to me on the internet like that. Like, what? Oh, so this is where that. Okay, pending. So she put pending. And that's what she said. Girl, them mugshots is from you stealing, not fighting. BITC, shut the F up. Ooh. And then JT said, this was a little corny to me. But the last one will be for me poking holes in you like that air mattress you sleeping on. That was funny in a way because Glorilla was on Shannon Sharp's show and she was saying that she know that, you know, how she was raised. She lived on blow-up beds and all of that. I don't even know why she said that. We all been through some certain struggles. But, you know, I feel like we could be transparent. Everybody has went through something. Let me tell you something. Everybody has went through some sort of trial and tribulation in their life. They have, but certain things, I mean, I'm not ashamed to say that I ate butter noodles sometimes growing up. I'm not ashamed to say that maybe once or twice growing up that our lights got cut off and, you know, I'm not. But I don't know. Like, I just feel like, but you know, people like this struggle. Like they like this struggle stories or whatever the case may be. So I don't know if that's why Glorilla did that on Shannon Sharp, saying she grew up in the house. Now I ain't grew up in the house with no rats, though. I ain't grew up in the house with no rats, but shit, our power did get cut off. Maybe you gotta realize I lived in one residence for like 22 years growing up. So yeah, our power did get cut off once or twice. Like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. I mean, one of the bad things, I think we are what is it when you have your house in the heat? The furnace went out like one time, and then we ain't have no heat, so we had to wait until Niagara Mohawk. That's like the people who do the, you know, the electricity, and they come and light your things, and like they what is it? They diagnose. They do a diagnosis to see whether you need a new furnace or does it just need to be relit or whatever. So yeah, so we all have our struggles. But anyway, so let's see. Do they have the response on here from JT? From Glorilla? So Glorilla said she was corny though. She was like, that was whack. She was like, or whatever she said. So then, you know, this then spilled over. I can't wait to be done with this topic because it was just a lot. So then it spilled over. So Akbar got into it. Of course, you know, she had to come out and say something. So she like, I do what I want. I say what I want. I F whoever. JT, F that big Toy Story limited edition head ass. BITC. She ain't no threat. I don't think Glorilla is no threat, but I feel like I wanted JT to get in there a little more with the verbals. I wanted her to say, yo, show up to my show. I'm going to have you done with I wanted her to be more descriptive. She wasn't that descriptive to me. Maybe she failed ULA. You know, there's a ULA that they take now. She ain't from my era. We had English. And I never understood how you could speak English as your first language and didn't get good grades. I always got high 90s, 80s in English because I just felt like, how do you speak this? I will write an essay so quick, even for you right now. I would write an essay so quick. If all you got to do is tell me the mission, tell me the points to hit or whatever. Some people, they just, you know, they're not really, and I look for that in conversation, like how maybe that's why people was mad at J-Lo when she wasn't going in telling them what she got from the bodega. And she said the orange drink and this and that. She wasn't as descriptive, but it's important to be descriptive depending on what it is. Sometimes you don't want to be descriptive, but yeah. So she said that, and then Gloss Up said, I was trying to stay out of this, but why you feel like you have to insert yourself? How y'all feel about Gloss Up saying something? Of course, she gonna try to come to the defense of Glorilla because she want her to bring her out on tour with her and Megan Thee Stallion, the one that sit that down Julio by the gallon. So she said, deep breath shaped ass hoe. They better be lucky they telling me to stop. Glorilla is feeling herself right now. Akbar, she always doing something crazy though. Which I think about Akbar inserting herself. She probably did that because she like, where's Young Miami? Young Miami going through trials and tribulations are damn so, you know? So then, I think this happened today. So Akbar, she mentioned Glitter Gloss and said, what's up? Yeah, because I wanted to say something. Ain't a BITC alive who looked like you or Radiohead go and check me. Akbar be doing too much. She a little slow. She's slow. So Glow said, laughing my ass off. I got so much spit in my mouth for a HOE, right? Let me read some of y'all comments to see how y'all feel about this. Do you feel like Akbar was doing too much? Or do you feel like this whole issue is messy? Yeah, it is. And honestly, I can't wait to get off of this topic because it's almost over. But yeah. And then Glitter Gloss. Hold on. Let me go to her Twitter page because she was saying something about how she's going to put, you know what? I'm not even going there because it's going to lead me down a whole nother rabbit hole. Let's see if there's anything new on the neighborhood talk. Anything that happened, you know, before we wrap this up with the Glitter Gloss and yeah. Oh, this is, yo. So listen. Hold on. So yeah, so let me bring that closer so y'all can see it. So Akbar did make this comment. I seen this on Twitter. So she was saying that P only signed her to quality control because he felt bad for her. Hold on. Give me a second. Hold up. Wait. So Akbar said, ask the man who you signed to. He know I'm nah, see, I can't do this. I need to go to her Twitter page because this is just too much. I got to go to Twitter. I am Akbar V. Wait, let me see how do her name look over here? I am Akbar V. So why I can't find it? They must shadow ban her. I am Akbar V. Okay. Hold on a second. Let's see what them gal them really chat about on our Twitter page. Damn, she talking too much. This is too much. Too much. Hold on. She said something about her. Oh, yeah, here it is. Let me see how this look for y'all. Okay. So she told her, ask the man who signed you. She's special in the mind. If you spit on me, HOE, she said that she's gonna pow her and her dome piece. And them kids gonna miss their mommy. Now, HOE, leave me be, because I'm really slow as FUC. You know who to play with, BIT. You're not even ready for the type of games I play, BIT. Shit can get really deadly, BIT. Yo. This is crazy. Akbar liked this attention because she don't really get attention like that. So then gloss up. She said, always talking about somebody's kids. Watch this. She ain't even talk about, this is what I'm saying. People be trying to pinpoint stuff. She ain't talk about your kids. She said your kids will be missing you based on if you try to play with her. She said, ask P. Hold on. At HO telling me I can't go out in my city is crazy. HO, you dumb? Ran back to your city with your PUSSA and ain't no threat, HO. Now I'm ready to go back to Atlanta to show that HO how to go outside and ain't gonna do ish. And so Glow said, I bet my big back bar won't go outside in Atlanta. I love a wannabe slow ass BITC. And so Akbar said, girl, that's my city. Who the F you think you is? I'm OT right now. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna go outside and you ain't gonna do ish. No, I do think Akbar is a little special. I think that she got that handwork for her. I really do think that. I'm trying to find the other tweet that she had. Akbar trending. She liked this. Where's that one she said about P? Oh, yeah. This is it. She said, neither of you BITCs can rap better than me. When you sign to someone, you're supposed to be doing shows and things, but you not hot, baby. I'm in no deal, no 360, and you can do whatever I want. You on your way to being dropped. So if I was you, BITC, I'll sit this out. Why you only signed to P? Because he felt sorry for you, BITC. Damn. What y'all think about this? Akbar, she loved drama. She loved trauma and drama. If it's drama, if it's related to Nicki Minaj, like she's gonna get, well, Nicki, JT, you know they was all on that Queen's remix. They all affiliated. So you know what? I ain't even mad that JT tried to come and hold her down. Like, I mean that Akbar tried to come and hold her down, because people be playing these reindeer games, and sometimes you gotta let them know Christmas passed. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that was a lot. That was definitely a lot. Oh, I felt like, yo, you know what? I do want to bring this up. Hold on. Let's segue right into this. So I want to say this. Did y'all see that situation that happened with Sexy Red? So Sexy Red ended up going to a school, she came to a high school, right? In my opinion, first, like, I'm happy that I seen this because I thought that she went to a regular elementary school. That a high school is no place for a Sexy Red, right? Maybe college, and like, you know, college parties and things like that. I do feel like she shouldn't have been there, honestly. I'm gonna try to play this. I want to know what y'all think about this. Sexy Red should have not been at no high school, and in my opinion, she should have never been there. It's like, what she listen, I don't have no issue with what Sexy Red represents. Come on, think about it. Even though the records that she getting off with Get It Sexy and stuff like that, think about WAP. Think about songs that had you know, messages like that and the kids were getting into. I don't have no issues with that, but her whole image is about SCXX. You know what I'm saying? I just don't feel like she should have went to that school and then she was mad about them saying that she smelled like weed. So I really was feeling what this woman had to say about this. So check this out.
New age adults are exactly why I'm afraid to have kids, because they want to be the kids. Like the grandma's the baby. Currently going viral on Twitter right now because I had retweeted a post where Sexy Red was mad because she couldn't go and perform or speak at a school. And I said that I've been telling y'all her target audience is kids, because it is. That's what I believe. That's what I see with this shit. You don't got to agree. I don't care.
Let me just tell you this. I love somebody who you could tell that they from, like, even because this is what people think, that black people are a monolith. They think just because we all from the hood that we all supposed to laugh at Glorilla or whatever. No, I wish the best for her. I want support. I'm happy that Drake and Nicki lift her up and they give her visibility and that she's able to make a name for herself and to be able to pay her bills and take care of her kids. We see the frauds in here doing it. We see the frauds in here doing it. So I'm happy that she gets it, but you should have never been near a school. So I'm happy that just because we from the hood, people think that we're supposed to accept all and just be like, oh yeah, you know, she was at the school and why they do that to her? No, she should have never been there. This don't make me like her any less, but maybe she just need a little talking to.
A lot of these new age artists target kids with very hypersexual and explicit content. I feel like my point is proven, seeing that she's mad she can't go into a fucking school. Because why, as an adult entertainer whose music is on the verge of erotica, would you even think it's appropriate for you to show up at a school and then show up like that? Smelling like marijuana with your cleavage hanging out. Baby, you wouldn't even be able to go visit your baby daddy in prison looking like that. But that's how you show up for the kids. Okay. 2, why would adults even think it is morally right to book a fucking Sexy Red to come?
Smelling like weed or not, she should have never been booked there. What is her bigger message? Even if she would have came there and delivered I want to tell you this, right? You got to expand your mind. Even if Sexy Red did come there and deliver a message that was positive, what if they start Googling who she is and start going to her Twitter, start looking under the comments? She make a post on Twitter. You look under the comments. It's nothing but P.O. You know what it is. People getting it on in the comments. It's like, you have to realize what you promote. And so this girl should have never been booked to come to the school. So she's going to come to the school. Then they're going to follow her on social media. They're going to follow her on Twitter. They're going to see what she's about and see what she's doing. You don't know kids. Kids are highly impressionable. She should have never been booked for that. And I still don't wish bad on her or anything, but she should have never been there.
Speak to kids, from the teachers to the fucking superintendent to, why would y'all think that's acceptable? The adults of this generation do not want to protect children. They just want to exploit them. Y'all don't see black kids as kids. You don't see black children as children. This is why y'all in my comments in my last videos mad at me because I don't agree with an 18-year-old being a 304. The amount of adults in my comments trying to justify this shit is just like blowing my mind. Somebody said, well, adults love sexy, kids love sex. What adult is condoning their child listen to Sexy Red? Even I had to sneak to listen to Kaya. The adultification of black kids right now makes me want to fucking slap every bitch in here. A lot of these new age adults remind me of those older monitors who would come and substitute at the school and who would think they was one of the kids.
Yo, when she told this story right here, this reminded me of something that my niece went through. When she said this, my niece had the same exact experience in school when this older woman who was probably in her 20s, almost 30s, she was throwing like shade at my niece. It's like, listen to what she said about this.
I'll never forget, I had a whole beef with one of these grown-ass monitors. Literally, I had to call my mom up to the school because she beefing with me like she a kid. Literally. You mad at me, but you kicking it with the whole football squad. And what's funny is she ended up getting fired years later because it got found out that she was messing with one of the kids. And that's what y'all be giving. Like weirdo behavior. Y'all are blurring the lines. Y'all do not want to hold space for the kids. I told y'all hating bitter aunties is in the club with y'all now. They in the club turning up with you. They don't want to be your auntie. They don't want to be a big sister. They don't want to be your mentor. They your fucking competition.
Right.
Confirmation. You can go to the club right now and see an 18-year-old with the same aesthetic as a motherfucking 35-year-old. It's weird. Y'all are weird. The grandmas, the baby. These new are exactly why I'm afraid to have kids.
So yeah, I definitely agree with her on this messaging. I'm just like, yo, I don't hate Sexy Red. Like I said, I don't have nothing against her, but I don't think that she should have ever been booked to go to that school. It ain't nothing. And it's like, you know, just because she did what she did doesn't mean that there's no value in her life or whatever. But you got to really understand. You got to understand what's contributed and how you are showing up. I want to show this really quick, actually. Hold on. Let's go back over here. So I hope she not cursing in this.
I ain't never in my life.
So this is Glow. This is Gloss Up responding to Red, responding to Akbar.
I ain't never in my life walked past a hoe that I said I was gonna slap or spit on. Never walked past a hoe I said I was gonna beat they ever. And make sure if y'all got the drops, send them. Send them. Cause one thing I don't play about is my motherfucking kids. Okay.
Gloss Up, she didn't mention your kids. You're just taking that one little thing to try to get out here and try to be a menace. Let me tell you something. Let me be very clear. You got to be careful what you do online. Let me tell you something, right? You don't talk online because that brings you an indictment. You've already threatened this girl, right? And she responded to you. You've already said that you was going to do something. So if anything ever happens, all she got to do is say that you said you was going to touch her. That's a threat. That is a threat. This is why I don't think people realize this. This is why, like, somebody taught me this back in the day. They was like, if a person comes to your house, you have free range on them. Like, you got free range on them. This, like, I think it was like one of my father's old girlfriends. You know, like when people go through drama, like, you know, this girl, she kept calling my dad's phone. And the woman was like, I'm going to come to your house. She was like, I'm not scared of her. She said, I'm going to let her hit me first, or I'm going to let her show up outside. And then she's going to hit the phone and call 911 and say somebody is threatening me outside. And she's going to go outside and wax her. That's what you do. That's your confirmation. You got to play smarter than people. You doing all of this online. If y'all do get into it and she does harm you, she going to get a lawyer and I ain't going to say her case going to get tossed, but it's going to be something. I'm telling you, you never do no internet talking when it comes to violence or any type of drama, trauma, none of that. These people, you don't do that.
And you nice as hell because you were just on the phone with my friend telling me I love gloss. I love gloss. You.
So squash it then.
Don't love me, bitch, because when I get done whipping your ass, you ain't gonna love that. You know what I'm saying? Then you talking about my kids?
She might be a little too chunky for Akbar. Akbar might work her right. You know what I'm saying? I know Akbar had some procedures and got her sucked out, but
like that tea. Be fat ass hoe.
How you calling her fat?
Y'all know Auntie Annie? I think I'm a franchise it. She gonna have a new name in a minute. How I'm finna fold this hoe up. What you're not going to do is play with my bestie Wetty. Yes, girl, she's talking about my kids, baby. Where are yours?
She ain't talk about your kids. She said that their kids is gonna. What did Akbar say? I'm not even going back over there. What did she say? We're not even gonna do that. It's just too much back and forth. It's like, hold on.
My kids are in their rooms. Their rooms are clean, lights all down. Y'all, this whole 42. I am 26 years old. And you fucking with me? Bet. I ain't never in my life heard a promoter say, we got Akbar. I did not mean to say her name. I ain't never heard a promoter say, we got this hoe in the building. No. Ever. Now she got dropped from Love and Hip Hop. You ain't got no bag, honey. You don't get booked for show. You not on a TV show. You ain't. You don't even got your kids. I don't got shit to do with what they got going on. And then that's how it was from the beginning. That's why I never said anything. But yes, of course I'm gonna say something. If you feel like you just finna just jump in some shit that got something to do with, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you just wanted your name to be circulating with both of them. So just stop it. Stop it.
That ain't got nothing to do with you. Why did you feel like you had to? Why? Just leave them, let them argue. That's what the fuck they doing. Let them do it. Ain't nobody said your name. Why you feel like you had to insert yourself? You motherfucking memory card. What's wrong with you?
That was corny.
Yeah.
And how obsessed are you? You talking about you ain't want to say her name, but you on her live right now. These is goofy people.
Where I go, I'm gonna be on that type of time, and I'm on that time as 1,000. I ain't never in my.
So anyway, that's bubbling over there. Let me go over here real quick and see something. So what y'all think about this whole? Do y'all think that this is going to escalate into something treacherous, or do you think it's just internet chitter chatter? I think it is internet chitter chatter, honestly. Oh, you know what I wanted to bring up? Oh, I'm happy. I'm happy. Yes, let's do this real quick. I didn't expect this live to last so long because I want to definitely bring up Victoria Monet. Phony. I don't care. Let me get into this. Phony baloney. Let me know if y'all listen. I seen some people in the comments. They talking about a queen, not the labels getting messy though. Let me tell you something. Correct me. Check me in the comments if you want to do that. I don't feel like Victoria Monet. Yeah, she got a Grammy. Yeah, she had On My Mama, On My Hood, I Look Fly. I haven't heard a song after that though. What's the next single, right? I don't think you're that busy where somebody is managing the page and you saying that they got fired. I don't believe it. I don't believe a word of it. Typically, people believe whatever artists say. I don't believe it at all. You retweeted it. Tell the person who tweeted it to come forward so that why they ain't make a video so they could take this off of your name. But people believe anything. And I hate to just bring this person's name up, but if this was Nicki saying that somebody in her team retweeted it, they wouldn't believe her. They wouldn't. It's like people don't have no grace for like a Nicki or Beyonce. And I'm being honest with you. They look at these women like they're not human. So it's like if anything happens, they get the worst. They'll get the worst commentary about them, and people don't believe them. But she came out. Why do you believe that she didn't retweet that? I don't think that things are, and you're delegating. People love to use this delegate word. Ain't that much going on. You was able to get on your account and post and tweet, right? Why was this person on another account doing that? Why would they be doing that on your account anyway? I don't believe a word of it at all. So Victoria Monet reveals that someone was on her social media team has been fired after liking a post bashing JT and her situation with Glorilla. I don't F with black women beefing online. Yeah, I bet.
About JT's mugshot that I didn't do. I have an entire team logged into my accounts.
Show the proof. Let's see the logins.
To make tweets and posts for me when I'm busy. I'm in rehearsal.
Let me tell you something. A lot of the people who talk the nicest and they try to be so this way and that way, they shady too. It's like one of those people, you ever know what I'm talking about when you meet a person, they like, oh, I don't like the drama. I ain't with the drama, and then everything is drama about them. Don't spare me the disclaimer that you don't like to see black women beefing online. Who did it then? How would they feel empowered enough to be on your page doing that? So that shows a lot about the people that you have around you too.
Rehearsal for coding a bit on my phone. So I got pulled out of rehearsal to be told that someone on my social media team did something that they weren't supposed to do, thinking that they were logged into their account.
So they made this, so you were in a rehearsal for Coachella, and this situation was that big that they said, oh my God, Glorilla and JT, two aspiring artists damn near that's coming up and whatever. You stopped rehearsals for them. They don't, not saying that a Grammy solidifies you or anything, but aren't you a Grammy winner? They make it seem like that's everything. You got out of rehearsals to address this on live. It don't sound right. 2 and 2 is not making 4. And what Judge Judy say back in the day, if it don't make sense, it's not true. She did it.
I guess they were going back and forth between their account and my account.
No, they wasn't.
Press some buttons that they shouldn't have fucking pressed.
No, they didn't.
Which is really irritating because I really have no problem with either of them. I'm sending so much love. I don't fuck with black women beefing online. I want everybody to love.
She make me want to go night-night.
Hug each other, support each other. I'm your world peace bitch. So I just
sounds good.
I want a retweet about JT's mugshot that I didn't do. I have an entire team logged into my account.
Okay, so that was that video.
To say I wish people knew that in my character, but how would you know that it came from my account? So
yeah, how would we know? I'm glad you say that, because how would we know? So everybody in the comments saying that not even a verbal or written warning, straight termination. Yeah, I don't believe it's a termination. That just sounds good for online. Like, oh, did you hear what happened to Victoria Monet? She fired somebody for retweeting something about JT. to me personally, behind the scenes, that would be a slap on the wrist, like never do that again. Are you really going to fire somebody for doing something like that? You didn't even reveal who the person was. Don't listen. Quit the formalities. Like, I'm not stupid at all. They didn't get fired. It just sounds good. I don't think that they got fired. I don't.
You have every right to cuss me out, not knowing that it wasn't actually me, but I just had to make it clear, like, I would never do that. I love my Black women. I support my Black women. I only uplift them. So, yeah. And the person who did it is fired.
I believe you.
Does that Beyonce mean you're fired? Or is it
Why you can't just say you fired and you want to make a joke bringing up Beyonce so people would get lost in thought talking about somebody getting fired? You did it. Stop trying to blame this on other people. And I'm saying this. I wish you success for Victoria Monet. Congratulations to you performing at Coachella. I haven't heard a second song that went up since your first song. I don't think you're that busy. I don't. And I don't think it's his whole team and Ray and Kwee and all of these people is logged into your accounts. I don't buy a word of it. I don't. But it sounds good because you're talking soft and you've been so thankful to Beyonce in the past. And they don't want to think that you're really a mean girl. Please. You can believe it if you want to. I'm not telling you have to think like I do, but I don't believe it.
what movie is it? He's like, fired. It's like Cat in the Hat or something.
Irrelevant.
Anyway, yeah. It's, I'm just, as you guys know, my life is changing a lot. And so I'm having to delegate a lot more.
Delegate my
tasks like making posts aren't as easy as they were because I'm working really, really hard.
Comment below and let me know, is Victoria Monet had a second single that's taken on? You know, are things going drastically crazy on a SZA level where you can't just post anymore? Let me know. And I'm not trying to use SZA as a mark that, you know, if you're not doing good like her or like a Beyonce, that you're not doing anything at all. But I don't buy it. I just don't. I don't. Things are taking off and you got to delegate. That's a good word to use. People say that. Delegate. No.
Hard. Have some surprises up my sleeve.
My coworker put her 2-week notice in on Monday that just passed, and she has a few tasks that she had to delegate because she's leaving. Ain't nobody leaving nowhere, and I don't believe a word of it. I don't care. I don't care.
If you know me and follow me, you know that I've been pretty quiet on social media for the past week or couple weeks.
You ain't have nothing to say. Everybody gets quiet. Do you look at your timeline sometimes? You, like the people I'm speaking to, do you post every single day? Unless you post on like on the fan page thing, do you post every day? Sometimes we on social media every day. We just ain't got nothing to say.
So I definitely wasn't online.
Yes, you was. Yes, you was.
And trying to say, like, I wish people knew that in my character, but how would you know that?
We don't know.
Other Black women's business, you know, like it's just not. It's not my vibe. So just wanted to address that. Send you guys so much love, and I hope things get better for everybody. Like positive vibrations, Palo Santo, you know, and yeah.
And look at these people in the comments. Y'all weird. Victoria ain't that type of girl. What's sad is I'm not even reading your comment. I'm nauseated. Listen to somebody said. They said Victoria Monet is a tourist. She's definitely the one who liked the post. Long story short, Victoria is hiring. She was like, yeah, what y'all being messy for? Yeah, I don't buy it. I don't buy it. I'm sorry. I know that you may be watching this and you may be so easily, you know, convinced, highly impressed, easily impressed, but I don't buy a word of it. I just don't. Like, I don't easily believe people. And I don't think that you're so busy that you're delegating all these tasks. What single has went up since On My Mama, On My Hood? I don't believe it. But if you do, kudos to you. Anyway, let's move right on. So Cardi B, so she was on the Neighborhood Talk posted this. And this is why, like, I feel like a lot of artists try to play mental gymnastics or whatever the case may be. You have to realize when people do and say certain things, they do it to kind of mess with your mind. So Cardi said maybe like last week or a week ago, she said that the Neighborhood Talk was negative or whatever, and that she said that it was a negative blog and that they only post the drama or whatever. If you don't think that Cardi tries to tell them to post things so it makes it seem like, you know, they don't have that it's unbiased or whatever, you're crazy. She got Kyle in the back. She got him in her pocket. And they posted this today because it's dry and there's no really new Cardi B news out here. So she did this like 2 days ago or 2 days ago, she did this TikTok and she's talking about the brand deals or whatever the case may be. I want to tell you this. The reason why I'm playing this is I thought it was funny. Let me tell you something. I can confidently look you in this camera and tell you that I am a very analytical person. I do think that I'm smart. And I would never say that smart and then like take it back. Cardi called herself smart and she doesn't even believe it. She don't believe it. Listen to what she said. And then first and foremost, I want to say this as a caveat. You were built up by a team. They helped you get those brand deals and things like that. It wasn't because of your brain. Maybe your brain in another way, but it wasn't because of your brain. Hold on, because I want that to start from the tippy top.
Let me tell you something. There's a lot of artists that are light skinned. There's a lot of artists that are dark skinned. They don't get the deals that I get. You want to know why? Because a lot of are not. They just don't know how to market themselves. They're just not smart enough. And it's not even about smart enough. It's just like,
no, it is about being smart enough. You're not a marketing genius. You had a team. She talking about some people ain't just smart enough. Like what?
I have been hustling for so many years.
I'll give her that.
I worked in a strip club. I feel like I know the etiquette to make money. Or maybe I'm just born with it. Like it's just like Snoop Dogg. Since I want to say that it's like I'm a game banger.
Listen, baby, you bringing up Snoop Dogg, but is Snoop Dogg doing promo and doing endorsement deals with chicken broth companies? You're not like Snoop Dogg. That's where it makes you look desperate, like you just taking anything. A person who is fully aware of their brand and what they bring to the table know things that are off brand for them. Why would you be doing that? Why would you do, why would you do a chicken broth endorsement? Why would you be sitting up here doing McDonald's stuff and then you talking down on it saying that it's nasty? It don't make sense. This is how you could tell, like, it's Cardi will do anything just to be relevant and just to be in the mix. That's how I personally feel about her. Don't compare yourself to Snoop Dogg because he's not doing chicken broth and mix up with noodles and stuff like that. Now I can't even appreciate Norris no more because it's like Norris put her in the mix. So now I got to get that better than bouillon now, because once I seen they do business with that let me know that they're a thirsty brand and she's thirsty.
Ghetto. Guess what? Snoop Dogg is a gangster crib.
And I hate when people got to use people as a scapegoat in their argument. Stop using it's like, why you can't just say what you did? Snoop Dogg, he's not doing chicken broth commercials.
And guess what? He get the best brand deals because we know how to brand ourselves. We know how to make money. We know how to tone our. When I go to a meeting and everything, I'm funny. Hey, nice to meet you. This and that. All right. So let me tell you something. When I go to a meeting, to a brand, you know what I do? I bring my papers in. I bring my papers like, cause like, hey, yo, look, my stories. If I put a story up right now, I get 3 to 6 million views, depending on what I do. Look how many engagements.
How many followers you got on your Instagram page? I mean, those that are real or whatever, but you got followers on there. You should be getting that.
I get in a month. Hey, I just did a deal with this brand. Look how much money I brought this brand. I brought this brand $1 million in a week. What's up? What's up? I want to get paid this, and that. When you go to these brands, you need to come and show these people your numbers. Everybody see behind the scenes. Everybody sees like, damn. Oh, well, Cardi getting all these brand deals, this and that. Yeah, because I know my worth. So when I go to these meetings, I show these people my worth. Because I got tired of getting played so much. It was not easy for me. It was never easy for me. And it got a little bit easier when I became a real artist.
When you got with Atlantic Records, they punched payola into your career. They pumped radio play into everything that you did. And they did a lot in the beginning. And that's why things now, the tricks of yesteryear just don't work anymore. They don't work.
I became an artist that people took seriously. When I was the
and I hate the manipulation. You're not a real artist. You're somebody who they pushed up. The stuff that you do right, people don't like that. You're not an artist. And this is why the person was mad under the last video. You want this to be some sort of Cardi B channel where I'm like rooting her on. I'm telling you, inside of my being, within the being of myself, I can talk about it because I think it's interesting the way that she tried to talk about stuff to make it seem like she's so real and how she worked so hard or whatever. You had a team who did that or whatever. And you did a lot of stuff that was cringy on social media while you was building your brand as well. But just because you did those things and you grinded, and just because you said that you worked in a strip club, so you know how to get money, that's a completely working in a strip club doesn't make you a marketing genius in the realm of doing music in the music business. It's kind of weird to me. Like
influencer, people didn't give a one about me. I had millions of followers, and I was getting played in my face all the time. To be honest with you, it's just the truth. When you are an influencer, you just gotta. These brands be thinking that you need them. So they're going to give you the minimum. Let me tell you something. There's a lot of artists that are light skinned. There's a lot of artists.
So yeah, she yapping. I want to know what you think about that. Like, you know, as far as Cardi, me personally, I just feel like she's always trying to like explain something and to make it seem like, you know, how she had to grind so hard and how it wasn't made easy for her or whatever. You had a team behind you who was pretty much, hold on a second. Damn, why can't I get this video on its own? You had a team who was behind you, who was pretty much helping you with things like that. Give me a second. So I'm not impressed. I'm not like Cardi always has a Cardi always has a reason why she feel like she got to come out here and do these videos and let people know how hard she worked and, you know, what she did or whatever the case may be. Listen, a lot of that was due to the being of your team. You know, when you're in business with people, they want you to be successful. They want you to push you. Then she said that she was doing like Fashion Nova posts for like $200. So all those times back then when she was posting Fashion Nova, she was only getting $200 a post. That's a ripoff. But yo, let me just say this about Fashion Nova too. I'm gonna tell you this, right? I never forget I was having a conversation with a female rapper too when I was saying this. And I was saying how I felt as though Cardi B cheapened the game. Because I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with doing high, low or whatever, right? But just being a fan of like female rappers, not saying that you expect the person to be dripped out and this and that. But I felt like Cardi cheapened the game because it was like she made it seem like it was okay. In my personal opinion, she made it seem like it was okay mixing Fashion Nova with Givenchy. Like to me, see him come up, you see a person like if they rocking it, like if you got enough money to rock a Givenchy shirt or whatever, the jewelry or whatever, it's like why you don't got enough money? But she did that and she made it like, oh, I got this Fashion Nova, this and that, and she was only getting paid a measly $200 per post based on what she was saying back then. So I don't know. I feel like Cardi, she says some interesting things, and that's why I break it down, and I won't ever stop breaking it down. So just get used to it. Like, it is what it is. There's so many different channels. It's like, I wonder if people go on other channels and tell them like what they should talk about and, you know, should they be praising or whatever. I don't have to praise anybody who I don't want to praise. If I don't feel, now listen, maybe I would like Cardi if she was a real artist and I felt like, you know, she's here organically. And I feel like she's just a little bit too cocky to just with everything, just so many different things that she's done and the things that she said. It's like, I don't know. I can't get with it at all. So anyway, let's move on. So I wanted to bring this up. So Nicki Minaj, she was at her show, and I felt like she was kind of like spilling in here, even though some of the things that she said, we've heard her say before, but she was just talking about like, I feel like Nicki has been showing a lot more gratitude. Not saying that she never did, but she's been showing it and making it very clear to her fans that like, you know, I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. And I noticed as like she's into her 18th, 19th show, how she's getting more comfortable, like, you know, with I know that these parts of the show she speaks more, but you could just tell when a tour starts off, a person, you know, they nervous, they want to make sure they're perfect. She even spoke about this the other day when she was on Station Head. She just was like, you know, she wanted to get more in her groove of how she used to be in the nightclub and like how she was more just comfortable, flexible, like things like that, not feeling like she had to be perfect, like, you know. So in this video right here, she was just speaking to the crowd, and I felt like she was just saying some dope things. So just check this out really quick.
We got it. But I want to say I'm so proud of the people that God put in my life years ago. I didn't have a handbook, a trajectory of a female rapper.
But you did it.
So she's saying she didn't have a handbook or a trajectory of a female rapper. She didn't have that. She had people she looked up to, but, you know, she did her own thing.
Of course, I have many female rappers who paved the way and who showed me how it's done.
But they ain't doing like you. They ain't doing like you.
And because of you, they can't figure it out.
She said because of her fans, they can't figure it out. You know how they want everybody to look like they got the fans and, you know, they going up or whatever. Listen to what she said next.
We got motherfuckers in buildings right now getting gray hairs trying to figure out Nicki Minaj in the car. We got them spending millions of dollars for what I get for free, which is just authentic love.
I could tell she's so grateful and, you know, just appreciative that. And the real talk about it is Nicki filled that up on her own. Like, be honest. Like, I love Monica. Monica does a great job. I love to see her perform every time that I do catch a performance. But Nicki could have did that tour on her own. She didn't need no opening acts. And Monica is an old school act, so we can't really attribute the success of her tour to Monica, even though I love her and I respect her. Like, you know?
So I want to make sure you hear what I said. I'm very proud to call you guys my own. And I hope that I make you proud.
Listen to what she said. She said, "I hope that I make you proud." And she went into saying something about, you know, she makes mistakes sometimes or whatever the case may be.
I don't make you proud all the time because I'm imperfect. I'm human.
Correct.
But I'm trying. I'm growing. I'm learning. I'm a bear now.
Yeah.
And Papa Bear does not know who Nicki Minaj is, nor does he care.
I feel like that's humbling, though, how she's saying, like, Papa Bear doesn't know who Nicki Minaj is, nor does he care. Obviously, he knows who she is. He was at her concert. He sees her on stage. He's just going to put it together. But I honestly find things like that to be very humbling. Like, you know, she's out there, she's doing her thing. That humbles you sometimes. It keeps you humble because sometimes you need that. Like, you need people who don't know, like, who you are, or, you know, I feel like it's just like, that's regular. So I don't think she's saying that in a bad way. She was like, he doesn't care. People were saying, oh, I don't think that Nicki said that in a bad way, though. I just felt like she was like, Papa there, you know, he loves her for being his mom. And I feel like that's what people want sometimes. Everything is not about, like, the celebrity of it all. And I never forget back in the day when this girl, she was on this website that we used to be on, foxboogie.com, and people, in the same thing that happened with Nicki, people was jealous of this girl named Wanda back then because she had a close relationship with Foxy, and people be like, why does Wanda get to go to this? Why is this? And then I remember Wanda saying, like, first thing first, let me tell you something. She said, half of y'all wouldn't even know how to be friends with a celebrity because the first time you see them, you ask them about music, pictures, or whatever. You never even ask them how they're doing overall. Like, you never ask them that. I'm telling you, artists, they get anxieties. You don't think, I think Rihanna she serves good face when people ask her about the music because she knows people want it. But it's low-key annoying because they're not just a musical object where they just only do music, you know? So I didn't find it, like, people in the crowd was like, oh, like, you know, I don't know if they were saying it in a bad way, but I feel like Nicki is like, he does not care about who Nicki Minaj is. Like,
I'm a bear now. Yeah. And Papa Bear does not know who Nicki Minaj is, nor does he care. He gets in the bed with me and he's sleeping. I feel like kicked in my face. I turn around, it's his little stubby little chunky feet kicking me. She gonna do it. Papa Bear, bitch. Thank you for allowing me to learn, change.
And I do feel like this is so wrong because now since she's more comfortable and she's talking, it's like the other shows didn't get this. But this is what I'm saying. You have to work on that. You have to work it throughout the dates of the show days. It's like you get more and more comfortable and you speak more, you say different things that come to you. It's like we can't be the same every day. But it's like, yeah, those other people at them other shows deserve, like, you know, to hear some of those good things too, though.
I promise the next album is not going to take 5 years. But above all else, I wish that you guys will have the desires of your hearts this year. Because all the love you pour into me, I want you to know that if you spend that energy on yourself, you can be big and bigger than your favorite artist. Your favorite artist is not better than you, smarter than you, more talented.
I've been trying to tell them.
They just put in the time and the work. And it's talent plus consistency plus passion. Yeah. And a little sprinkle of magic. Now that you're born with.
You ate that.
I was going to say something about somebody saying they was born with something.
Right? I know I don't say a lot, but
So Nicki said that, you know, I felt like that was a powerful speech, you know, especially saying like, you know, talking about her being a mom and then thanking the crowd and just having gratitude for it. Cause, you know, sometimes I feel like people run on stage, they perform for these crowds and they feel like, oh, they just got it like that. Like, you know, people come see me, like it is what it is. But I've been noticing more so lately, Nicki, you know, she's always been grateful. You know that, especially if you follow her. She always has been very grateful for her fans. But I feel like she's looking out there and she's like, dang, like these people really come, like they show up sold out every night. And it's like, let me tell you something, for the price of her ticket prices like weren't necessarily cheap. So it's like her fans love her. They will spend top dollar to see her, like of all ages, all races, backgrounds, everything. So, you know, that's what's up. So shout out to Nicki Minaj. How long I've been up here? I've been up here for an hour and 39 minutes. That's not bad. That's not bad. So listen, let me read some of these comments before I get up out of here. Damn, I didn't even know it's 11:30. Meet me at 11:30. So anyway, yep, I had to pay a pretty penny and I don't even got floor seats. She really is the greatest to ever do it in rap. I'm glad she has the barbs. They did her wrong early in her career. Let's see. Nicki means every word. Many of her songs are motivational and prayers. She has worked so hard. Exactly. She's very grateful and appreciative. Facts. She went to my hometown. Yeah, I seen you talking about that on Instagram. Yep, she was in Connecticut. She said Connecticut showed out. But I feel like Nicki be saying that. They did show out though, because I seen some of the footage, but you do that to make the place feel good, because you don't want to say like, oh, this place was the best. Because at first, Oakland was live, but then Denver took it. And then we felt like Denver was live. And then where did she go after Denver? Was it Atlanta after Denver? I feel like, was it Atlanta? I can't remember. Nicki is literally speaking life into people. Hello, I was there last night. It was amazing. Oh, you was in Connecticut, Raina? Right. It's like being asked about work 24/7. People don't realize that. And I'm telling you, I know that since like, I never forget the girl Wanda. She said that like back in 2002 or 3. She was just like, because everybody would be like the same way the bars be mad that like whether like it's Pedro, you know, even though certain people have feelings about that, whether it's Pedro or Khalil or like certain people who are close to Nicki, you don't realize it, but some people do treat them a certain type of way because they have that closeness or whatever, right? And so people used to be mad at this girl Wanda. Like every time Foxy had a show or something, they'd be like, "Where's Wanda at? She ain't give no update," or she'd be acting funny or whatever the case may be. And I never forget, she made this huge post on the message board, and she was like, "Half of y'all wouldn't even know how to be friends with a celebrity because y'all always asking questions about the music, always wanting to know where's the next photo shoot, when is this? Like, how about starting off by asking them how they're doing?" And, you know, things like that. They appreciate that. I'm telling you, let me tell you something. People who have those type of positions, you could say something to them and make them cry that'll be so basic. Like, how are you doing today? Remember Nicki said that her son asked her, did she say her son said something like that to her? I don't know how she said it, but he was like, he said something to her and she was like, she cried. Like, people, they don't like to be looked at as objects. Like, you know, like, when is the next thing? When is the next thing? When is the next thing? Like, that's not even real. I'm telling you, even as a small content creator, sometimes certain topics could happen and a person will get in my comments before I even make a video and they be like, "Oh my God, where you at? You have to go live about this." And sometimes it do give me a little anxiety. I'm like, damn, like I didn't even like, you know what I'm saying? I like it because I know that people respect how I feel and how I think. So it's like, you know, come out with something, but sometimes it is a little pressure. There's pressure associated with it. Why am I getting emotional? I've been writing with Nicki since 2007. This is 2 decades in the making. That's a fact. Yeah. The first time I seen Nicki Minaj is when she did Click Clack, when she was on the Come Up, because the Come Up DVD was popular in New York. So it was like, you know, that's the first time I seen her, when she was on the staircase with Fendi and she was like counting the money or whatever. Yeah, that was the first time I seen her. So it's good to see that she's still lasting. So that's 2006, 2007, 2016. So it's like it's going on almost 20 years. She's been in the game almost 20 years. Nope, not cheap at all. Flying from Hawaii. I wonder why she ain't do. Are there any arenas in Hawaii? I wonder why Nicki is not performing in Hawaii. I went to Charlotte. It was everything. I went by myself. That's dope. I still don't know what I'm wearing. I know that I'm not wearing pink. I'm not doing that. Like, I'm trying to think what I'm going to wear, though. I'm still trying to figure that out. So listen, y'all, how do you feel about celebrity impersonators and people being forced to be an impersonator? Who's an impersonator? I wish I would have come to Miami. I went to Denver. It was amazing. Yeah, Denver was really lit for Nicki. So, yeah. So anyway, I've already been up here 1 hour and 44 minutes. Please make sure that you subscribe to this channel if you're still here. Thumbs up the video, share the video as well. Get in the comments. Let me know what you thought about anything that we discussed. This was kind of long. Maybe I'll break some parts of it up. But anyway, this is your boy LaRon, Potent Ponder, and I'm up out of here. Peace.